Yes. All right, hello and welcome. Hello, friends. Hello, Jessica. Thank you for watching. Hello, my name is Vanisha, and I am here to welcome in the new moon for the next year. So I'm just going to go back online again and see what's up and share with you some of the things in Moonology that have been really beneficial. And I just feel like it's really, we're going through a huge shift right now, astrologically, as a society, even me personally, individually. And so it's just a good time to reset. And I want to hold myself accountable by going on and doing this again and documenting this journey. So my plan is that I'm going to spend a year with the new moon. So yesterday actually was the new moon here in Colorado in the United States at about 12:51, so you can do your calculation from wherever that you're watching. And what I like about the new moon is that it's a monthly reset every single month. I know a lot of us like to do our new intentions with the new year and our New Year's goals, but I bet many of you have already fallen off of that wagon. And that's just because you're trying to follow this man made calendar that's just not in tune with our human nature. And so I've been practicing Moonology, oh dear, maybe over 5 years now, consistently with every single moon. And I have to tell you, it is mind changing, just life changing for you. And I just want to be able to share some of these really simple steps that anybody and everybody should do so that you are constantly checking in with yourself. You know, I'm a mom, and so I'm always aware of my surroundings and my kids and what they're up to. But I have to check myself and ask myself, am I checking in with myself? You know, am I doing my self care? Am I clearing my mind so that I have the chance to also achieve and pursue my goals as a human here on earth? So that's my intention. And if there are people interested in this, just go ahead and put a comment. Yes, this is for me, or yes, I'd like to participate. Um, and we'll just do this. So I didn't advertise or anything. I just said let me just show up and then just do it. So here we are. So with anything, let's just take a moment just to center our body and be present here with me for a second. So let's just do that by taking 3 cleansing breaths, inner nose and outer mouth. So here we go, inner nose, outer mouth, inner nose, outer mouth, inner nose, and out your mouth. Fantastic. So, this new moon that we are in right now is the new moon in Capricorn. And this is a perfect place to start because this is when we really should be thinking about the 12 months ahead and planning with the year. I am taking, I get a lot of my information from my teacher, Yasmin Bolden. And so these are some of the guides that she's given me that I think are really helpful for everybody. So this is just a time to 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 get some clarity and to make a plan. It's not about pressure. I mean, we actually have 12 months to revisit it again. So it's not a big deal if we kind of, just, maybe make a few intentions now and then reset again for the next month. The, but just by setting the attention, then we are making some sort of start. So it's a good time just to get grounded, make a practical plan, and even start thinking about that. So this moon is particularly important because it has a harmonious connection with Venus and Neptune. And so Venus is the planet of love and pleasure, value, and money. And Neptune is the planet of dreams, imagination, and your higher vision. So together, we are reminded that we're allowed to dream and to build. So to imagine more and then gently bring these dreams into form. So one thing about intention setting is it's not just about the woo. You really need to put some action to it. So if you just kind of dream about it and put it on a shelf, well, actually you put some intention into it, so that will work. But if the more energy that you can put behind it, the better. And not only that, then you're motivated to try to put some action steps into plan, and we'll do a little bit of that too. So hopefully everybody's morning's going well. If you're just joining me, again, my name is Vanisha, and this is Mindful Music and Moonology. So what I think I was going to do is that I was just going to ask a question, and I'll give you some time to ponder it. And I'm going to do the same. So just give you a little bit. I'll play a little music in the background, and we can think about that. And if something comes to your mind, if you want to write it down, so if you want to get a journal or a piece of paper, and you might be inspired and write something down. You can even just write it in the comments too. And really, if you're feeling brave, just to go ahead and put it out there in the world. So the first thing we're going to think about is our overall intention for the next 12 months. So let's just ponder that for a second. What is our intention for the next 12 months? So, there's my pen. So I'm going to jot a couple of notes for your overall intention for the next 12 months. So I think one of the big things for me is that as a mom and, the head of the household, the whole house depends on us, to and feeds off of our energy. So the more that we as the mom and as the mother or as the leader of the house can get grounded in what we want and take the time to do that, I just feel like it's an inspiration for the rest of the house as well. It makes it a little bit less chaotic. And they have some direction too because you know what you want to achieve and how they can add to that. So, the second thing we're going to think about is on our love and relationships. What do I want to create, heal, or restart when it comes to matters of the heart? I have to say that's a really big one for me. I have turned myself off from social media in the past couple months. It's been a little crazy, you guys. So, but I just went on yesterday and I saw one of the big things is to reflect back from 2016 until now. And that did bring up a lot of big feelings for me as it came to love and relationships and the matters of my heart. 10 years ago, I had just moved here to Colorado, looking for a fresh start for my family. So that was huge to make such a big change. And I got pregnant with my second child. And it was a really complicated pregnancy that I ended up on bed rest way sooner. I mean, I found out I was pregnant, and then it was like not even 6 weeks later, I was already on bed rest, and then he was born premature. So it was a lot going on. I also remember that was the last year that I saw my grandmother in person. So my grandmother on my mother's side. So I was so glad that I made that trip and spent time with her, not knowing that was going to be the last time that I could do that. And that she could see her grandchild too, and see me pregnant with her second grandchild. So those were a lot of big shifts for me. It was also the last time that all of my siblings and I were together in one room. For I've got so I think it was the six of us were together. So we're missing. That was on my mother's side. So wait, so that was that's five. I got a lot of siblings. So and there's a picture of all of us together. So it's just like God, time. We're all grown up now. It's just life is different. But I remember us just goofing off and being ridiculous. But it was different because I was a mom then, and I had to take care of a baby and yada yada yada. But that's coming back. So what, for this year ahead, what do we want to do to create, heal, or restart when it comes to the matters of the heart? So I'm actually going to just take some cleansing breaths and think about that. Anybody want to share? That's a big one. I have to say, I only want to address and work on the relationships that are meant to help me continue to grow in the future ahead. So, and all right, let's work on the next one. So, the next one we can think about for our 12-month plan ahead is our money, work, and security. So, what do you want to grow, stabilize, or invite in financially over the coming year? So, again, you don't have to think about all the fine details and stuff. Just dream big, you know. Again, think of that love and Neptune with the planet Venus and Neptune, and just dream big and put that down and worry about the details later. But what do you want to grow? You know, I can think about that too. What do I want to grow? What do I want stable in my life? And what kind of financial stability do I want to invite into my life into the coming years? So I already have some thoughts about that. So again, feel free to share in the comments or get your journals out and write. Actually, let me think about that for a second too. What do I want to grow, stabilize, and invite in financially over the coming years? Dropped my, I don't know what that was. Oh. Sorry guys, I'm still figuring this out. Don't really have this set quite right, but hello. Uh-oh. I did something. Okay? All right. Technical difficulties. All right. Okay, so what do I want to grow, stabilize, or invite in financially over the coming years? Maybe there's a limit on how much you can do. I don't know. I'll figure it out. So we were working on our third intention for the year ahead on work, money, and security. What do we want to grow, stabilize, or invite in financially over the coming year? So go ahead and finish writing that. Great. All right, the next one is my deeper dream? If you allowed yourself to dream a little bigger, what would I love to experience or feel by this time next year? That's a good one. So again, even as you said, we're reflecting back from 2016 to now, the time is going fast. So, next year, how you're feeling now is not going to be the same a year from now. So let's think about how we do want to feel. So if I allowed myself to dream a little bigger, what would I love to experience or feel by this time next year? Uh-oh. Is the screen? What is happening? Oh, that was the old one. Okay. Okay. I'm just making sure it still works. All right. So, next is one grounded step. What is one practical, realistic step we can take in the coming months that support these intentions? So, this is when we take the woo and put it into action. So, you can dream about it, but if you don't put any action to it into behind it, then how does the universe know that you really want it, right? So let's think about at least one practical, realistic step that we can do towards these goals and intentions in the coming months. All right. Okay. So one of the things that I'm going to do, and I keep sorting out the technology, you know how that goes, is to share this journey um, for myself by going live every month with the new moon. So I'll post the calendar But basically, when there's a new moon on that Monday at 10:10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time to 11:11 a.m. Oh, good, I'm doing good on time. Is when I plan to make a commitment to do this work. Because again, it's not gonna work if, or even have any energy behind it, um, without any action behind it. So this will be part of my plan of action. So if you'd like to participate with me, say I'd like to join, and let's see what happens in the year ahead. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and pull an oracle card for guidance. Let's see, what do I have nearby that's reachable? Oh, these are great. This is my, sorry, this is my Moonology Messages Oracle Card Deck by Yasmin Boldlin. These are perfect for right now. So let's see what the cards have to say, what guidance they have for us. So if you think this card is for you, say this card is for me. And let's see what it has to say. All right. So this card is for me. And see, there is a specific question. So let me think about that too. What guidance or energy will best support me as I move into this 12-month chapter? What guidance or energy will best support me as I move into this 12-month chapter? Ooh, that's a good question. Just one more time. All right. I'm just going to pick one. What guidance or energy will best support me as I move into the new 12-month chapter? Oh! Is this card for you? Say this card is for me. All right. So again, this oracle card, just for a guidance or energy, will best support me as I move into this new 12-month chapter. And it is the moon goddess, higher power. If that's not a sign, I don't know who it is. Wow, moon goddess. That's really special. So let's see what it has to say directly in my guidebook. So this is, where is it? What page are you? Here it is. Okay, so the moon goddess or higher power. The situation you're asking about may feel impossible. Wow. But you are magical and have celestial support. The goddess is on your side. Whatever you're facing, she's bringing you healing, grace, and blessings. You're facing a soul challenge right now. You need to move through it to know how strong you are. Mere mortals often give up when they face tough challenges. But if you're reading this, you're not a mere mortal. You know that you're connected to a higher power, including all the goddesses who are there for you. Tap into that power. The goddess is wise and wants to guide you. Connect by getting out in nature under the moon, or chanting or meditation, or whatever feels right for you. Which goddess should you reach out to? That's entirely up to you. If you don't already have a favorite goddess, search online and see who you feel most drawn to. Whatever you're going through now, you don't need to handle it on your own. The goddess awaits you. So additional meanings for this card is to connect to the divine, spend a month with the moon. We're going to spend a whole year, okay? So every new moon. Ask for help. Don't go at it alone, and call in the goddess. Okay, so I really was trying to challenge myself by showing up and doing this. And and I kept getting the message, you just got to get started. I did not advertise, I didn't have a plan. I just knew that I needed to get started somehow. And sometimes, and I know that's the hardest step, but now that I've done it, I'm glad that I did. And it's a good time for me to just sit too and contemplate and think about these questions. And I hope that they're opening up something for you as well. And I am going to go out in nature. It snowed last night, so I'm going to go play in the snow with my boys right after this. And my favorite goddess, I have many, but Kuan Yin is coming to my mind right now. Um, she is a moon goddess, and there's actually a chant that I'll just say right now that I wrote. By powers of sky and earth, I implore with full resolve, all hardships leave us behind, into dust they shall dissolve. By power of sky and earth, I implore with full resolve, all hardships leave us behind, into dust they shall dissolve. So I'm going to be taking that to heart and taking that message with me as I keep thinking about the intentions for the rest of the day as the month is moving ahead. So again, dreaming and planning do belong together, and this is that first step. We are allowed to want more love. We are allowed to want more ease and abundance, and we are allowed to take our future seriously without making it heavy. So hopefully this is a light way to do that. So this is the beginning of our new chapter. So I'm excited for the new, for the month ahead. So now is the time to put in the action steps, to make a few intentions, to put some steps behind that. So think about what you can do in the next 24 hours, the next 3 days, the next week, and even in the next month ahead. And these first 2 weeks of this moon cycle in Capricorn, is just to go ahead and put some action steps behind it. I think the more that we flow with the energy, the more the divine and the universe will help and guide us towards that. And then at the full moon in 2 weeks is a great time to release anything left behind that's still lingering, so that we can make more room, more space for the good intentions ahead. So we'll check in again next month. Again, it'll be on a Monday. I think, what is this, the third Monday? I think so. So the next one will be on the third Monday as well. So again, just following the moon cycle. I'll post the dates, and I'll be going live on whatever that the moon is on the Monday, third Monday, 10:10 a.m. To 11:11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. I'll post the replay later on YouTube, so you can do it at your leisure. We'll see how this works out on Facebook. I really don't know what I'm doing, but again, sometimes it's just taking the first step, and then we'll just take it from there. So thank you for joining me. It's just such a blessing to um, to be with you and to share all of this with you. So technically, I still have 11 minutes. Oh dear. So I don't know if I have any other songs left in me. Does anybody have any questions, or do you want me to pull a card for you or anything? Anybody online? I can see the comments now. Anybody want me to pull them a card or have a question about Moonology? So I have to say, what I like about this practice is that it doesn't matter what you believe. It's not a religion. It's not fortune telling. It's nothing crazy like that. I think it's just getting back to our roots. Before everything, we had the moon and the sun as our guide, and those were the things that we looked up to, literally, in the sky, and that was our calendar. And that's why I don't know what day the days are anymore. I know today's Martin Luther King, that's all. But, following this man made calendar is not how the cycle of our life is supposed to be. So, oh, great. I'll pull you a card, Jessica. And so the more that I started, I just felt off. And actually, when I first moved to Colorado and they have seasons here, I was like, oh, I don't really like the cold. I have to say that. I am still a California girl. but the action of changing for the seasons and, packing things away and, restoring and having time to rest and then seeing the renewal, physically and around you with the earth and, and everything. It seems very, very natural to me. And now that I've been on this moon cycle, I feel like I'm riding the wave rather than, being sunk or being captured or swallowed up by it. So that's really great. And that's one of the reasons why too I turned off social media for the past couple months too, because I knew the chaos that was going to be happening, that's happening right now. We will have some relief, I'd say, after the next new moon. We got to get through some other major planetary changes, and it's a lot. It's a lot, and there's just some crazy stuff that's never been seen in the like even 20 something plus years. Um, so hang tight. Try not to get absorbed too much into it. Stay grounded and stuff like this. And yeah. Um, and then you can kind of ride the wave. If you are interested in your own personal Moonology chart reading, I can do that too. So just reach out to me, just message me privately, and I can do either just a 3-card spread, or we can talk about the month or the whole, if you want to see your whole chart and which house you're in and all that kind of stuff. Then yes, definitely, we can do that too. Okay. So let me pull a card for you, and then I'll wrap up with a song. So let's pull this card. Actually, this card's for anybody, but I'm pulling this specifically for my friend Jessica. So this card is for you. And I don't know what your question is, but here's your guidance. And this is the moon's wisdom. Take the lead. Take the lead. Oh, I wish I could. There's a delay, so I can't even see what's happening. So, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. You got 2 moons on top of each other. The moon's wisdom. I never even heard of that before. I never even pulled this card before. So, I resonate with that too. Take the lead. All right. The moon's wisdom. Where is that at? Blah, blah, blah. Here it is. Page 100. Okay. All right. So, this is for you, Jessica, and anybody else that said this card is for them. Sometimes you just need to stand up for yourself, and this is one of those times. The sad truth is that in your current situation, if you continue to act like an injuan or someone who feels less than, there are certain people who will exploit their power or authority over you. They do this because they have their own insecurities and they're trying to make themselves feel more powerful. So, what to do? You need to take the lead here to show the world that you're in control of yourself and whatever is happening around you. Step up and take authority. Be the boss. What do you need to do to turn the situation around in your favor? Do that. If you feel that there's nothing you can do, then you're not trying hard enough. If you can't take practical steps, work on the situation energetically instead. Do this via meditating and seeing what your higher self tells you, creating a vision board, or creatively visualizing the outcome you see. Believe in you. Additional meanings for this card is you got this. So whatever it is, Jessica, does this card resonate with you? Tell me in the comments. But whatever it is, you've got this. You're wiser than you know, Jessica, and whoever has set this card to them. Stop putting yourself down. Connect with the goddess Saraswati. Make a wise choice. All right. Okay, connecting with this moon can bring wisdom. That's why women in particular and some magical men have worked with the moon for millennia. Oh, wow. I think that card was for me too. Good cards. Good cards. Take the lead. Okay, I'm taking the lead. Fine, whatever. Awesome. Awesome. Let me keep both of these cards out. So we had, where'd it go? Oh, here we go. We had the moon goddess, higher power, and take the lead. So that's definitely a message. So, awesome. Well, thank you again. Ah. And I'll close out. All right, my friends. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Have a great rest of your month, friends.